So today I bring you a game. Forgive the fact that it's extremely late recording, and that I have no face cam, and that this video isn't of utmost production quality. But I feel that for today's subject, I should almost have that kind of feel to the video. Cry from the Corner is a game that you haven't heard of. Because I think I'm the only YouTuber that's had the chance to play it. Jam, I'm going to call him, has been a consistent subscriber and consistent commenter on a lot of my videos, originally commenting on one of my Titanfall videos. And over time, I, would keep hearting this person's comments, and then one day I went to their channel and found a playlist of unlisted videos that appeared from a game. And normally, when you see something like this, your curiosity ends there. You look at the playlist and you think, okay, these are just old videos. But I looked at this gameplay, and it looked like it was from a horror game. It looked like it was from something scarier than what I would expect. Eventually, I would friend Jam on Discord and get access to this game, being the first ever interaction with a commenter that has led to a video. This is a first for me, this is a first for the channel, and this is probably one of my more ambitious uploads. So, join me as I play through Cry from the Corner. In most normal horror games, you're greeted with an intro or some kind of cutscene, but Cry from the Corner introduces you with sounds of screaming whilst you sit in the literal corner of a random room. Okay. It is nighttime while I'm playing this. Alongside the cold open with no introduction, but rather screaming, Cry from the Corner also delivers on giving you an excellent representation of ambient horror by adding sound and general unnerving feelings to the game. Might I also mention that the game quite literally has no cover art or any other indication of what the experience is going to be when you open it. It is a blank slate whenever you stare at it on the Roblox page. Oh, wow. So I have no clue what this game is going into it. So a couple things I should probably mention going into this. Jam has told me that this game is extremely unfinished, and I'm not entirely sure if, as of the time of recording this video, if he wants me to link the game or not, but if I do fail to get through this game, it is my own incompetence, and please do not critique this game heavily, you YouTube viewer, as it isn't finished, and I would hate for someone who is working on a game that already seems to have a lot of good quality for them to receive any hate just because I simply just haven't played it right. So anyways, back to the video. Alright, so it looks like if I use a gun, I can kill enemies, and then the camera distracts them. The first of Cry from the Corner's 3 levels that I played serves as a bit of a tutorial, giving you an introduction to the checkpoint system, showing you that you need to get a key to open the door to proceed, and showing you how to disorient enemies as well as killing them. There are other things scattered throughout the level, like medkits and lots of horror that I did not think would scare me, but it certainly did, because I am very jumpy. Whew. Oh my gosh, I'm the easiest person to scare. That just... Okay. Is that a box of FNAF masks? That's actually sick. So it is at this point in the game where it arms you, giving you a handgun to fight off the enemies that you will soon encounter in the next level. I should also take a second to mention the fact that this game does not have any music like the dark techno music I've put in the background of this video, you are given complete silence and only the sound of your footsteps and your heavy breathing from the amount of fear that you are feeling. And no, this will not be the last time that I talk about how good the sound design is in this simple little Roblox game. Please don't jump scare me. Okay, so far nothing. I think that's the key. Okay, I've got the key. And from here you take your now frightened self back down the stairs and over to the door where you will find your first enemy encounter in the game. But before I get into that, Cry from the Corner has 3 unique entities that you can encounter on your journey. The concrete walkers, which have been covered by a batch of concrete, hence the C on their face. The second entity is the Tall, which is an entity that stalks you similar to that of a weeping angel or that one weird peanut SCP that I can't remember the number of. And then the Tata, which is a green sewer monster that you will see my reaction to later in the video. What is that? Oh my gosh, okay. So I guess that's the characters that it was mentioning earlier. Another handgun. Okay. It's from here that you'll go to a location called the Dollhouse where you will find the Tall, an entity that, like I said earlier, acts like a weeping angel. I am not very game smart, and I totally did not, I did not see that coming. Just gonna slip right by you, don't do anything to me, please don't hurt me. Oh! Oh my gosh. After my tragic encounter with the Tall, I move on further, backing up, repeatedly using my camera to disorient the figure, and then eventually make my way to the back of the room where I discover a secret. Okay. What? Huh? What? It's here that I would like to talk about this game's inspiration. As I've said earlier in the video, this game is really heavy on its audio design, making you always feel uncomfortable and a little on edge. The game is heavily inspired by the Half-Life mod Cry of Fear, which I found out from the Pyrocynical video, whilst Jam found out about it from Venturian Tale, which is based. Venturian Tale is awesome, made up a lot of my childhood. But despite that dichotomy, you can see where the elements from Cry of Fear have made their way into Cry from the Corner, which is probably what I would have to guess some of the reason for the naming of this game. But I just wanted to take a little break to talk about that for a second, because I found this game very interesting, and I thought that the inspiration for it would be pretty interesting. What is that? What's the green thing, huh? That green thing is called the Tata, a sewer worker who drowned and got turned into a grotesque green creature. This entity will pop up a little bit later in the video, but that was a general warning to use the camera flash mechanic to stun him, similar to how the concrete walkers are also stunned. And this makes sense since within the story of Cry from the Corner, they are both deceased people that have been bound to some kind of strange fate. Oh no. Jam, if you're watching this, I take back the fact that I suggested ways for you to make this sewer more scary. To your left, you'll make your way up to a concrete dump, rickety bridges that'll fall, and a shotgun to upgrade your arsenal. Is this like ammunition? It's ammunition for a shotgun. Oh, we're really up in the arsenal now. You then make your way across a large bridge that will snap and drop you into a pit where a bunch of concrete walkers will come after you. I suck at video games, so I had a very, very fun time fighting all of them. I think that's all of them. Their bodies are drifting away. Just gonna use a med kit. On your way back down, you'll realize that Cry from the Corner does not pull its punches, and it hits hard, having some of the best content like Skibbity Toilet. Is that a Skibbity Toilet? As I further progress into the sewer, I eventually run into the Tata, which is the drowned sewer worker creature that I mentioned earlier. Okay. Just gonna... Okay, he moves really fast. Oh my gosh. And I journey onward, making my way up towards the stairs and climbing the ladder, and then... that's it. This is the furthest that I made into the game, but boy do I have some final thoughts. Cry from the Corner is a game that operates off of sound design, audio, and feeling very claustrophobic. Even with no knowledge about the actual game's storyline, which at the time of me recording this video, I genuinely have none and have yet to message the game's creator about it, the game does a really good job of having its #1 priority set and engraved into your mind. You are here, you are alone, and you are terrified. It sets a wonderful atmosphere, and despite having very simplistic gameplay and having very linear design, it's still an absolute joy to play through. Keep in mind, like I said earlier in the video, the game is unfinished. I've talked to Jam, and there's still plenty of features that I'm sure are going to be implemented in the future, and I cannot wait to put them in. Expect a video whenever that comes out. I'm sure I'll be on top of it. But now, I'm going to be closing out. Thank you for watching me play the scariest Roblox game that you've never played.